What's up, YouTube? You know how this works, right? I'm gonna go ahead and do this quest here in Hogwarts Legacy. Doing some main questline stuff. It's gonna be way out there. And the closest I have is that. So that's where we're gonna go.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Who lived here, I wonder? Revelio.
Okay, start doing a fire. Could take them on. Not sure I want to.
Call out for me all you want. I shall be off spending his spoils in Hogsmeade. Ha ha!
Where did I set my traps? Lower Hogsfield or Upper Hogsfield? Perhaps I'll scout around
A lot of people
Belcroft
around.
in the post.
This is where Saccharissa said to go. Now where are those boober-tubers? Revelio.
Confringo!
Take up some.
Oh, that smells awful. Only 4 more, thank goodness. Revelio.
Protego! Confringo!
We're here, so we might as well get these done as well. Can't go through that. This sounds over there stopped a little bit ago. Get far enough away, or
Revelio.
spider's gonna attack me here. Okay, a forest troll, a bit bigger than
Just
the other
my
ones.
luck. A troll. That should do it. I'd better get back to Saccharissa now.
controlled in here. Okay. Now we're gonna continue this main quest here, and back next time we're in Hogwarts, we will return the plants to Saccharissa. Weird stance to be in. I can just do this. Take you both out real quick. I didn't even know if they noticed I was there. Getting close.
I take what I want.
I was a proud man that day, and there's more of those days ahead.
I'll have filled a cemetery by the time I retire.
You'll regret crossing my path.
Confringo!
I think we got away from him. Here.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
First.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever
what you're
gave her
doing right
that
now.
idea?
This
Okay.
way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
They've ignored me in the past.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse.
Work with some
Centaurs aren't
more, but-
exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were
Revelio.
here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Revelio.
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Still looking around, I guess we're just following there some more.
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Who says crime doesn't pay? I'm practically swimming in galleons.
Revelio.
They come after me, they'll rest in 10 graves.
Tremicus totalis.
Manners are important, though, aren't they? Even in a fight.
Revelio.
Nothing to poach in Arrynshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble if you are.
Tremicus
I've
totalis.
heard centaurs quieter than you.
You've had too much fire whiskey if you think you can outdo my take. Could hardly carry the sacks on that last raid. It's been ages since I've found anything.
Is that you, Roylance?
Go to get past this one. Wait, done moving?
Tremicus totalis.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out. Revelio.
Okay, how big is this tent gonna be on the inside?
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise right now.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain.
Yes, Totalis. Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Yes, Totalis.
You will regret coming here.
Repair it. King's
Say one of my own. You will fall!
Protego. Revelio.
Well, that was company. Okay, where are we going next? Back up.
One foot in front of the next and quiet as can be.
Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
Well, that's not cool.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha Mora.
Dragon egg.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Yes. A more crushed approach is like...
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact!
Yes, Totalis.
we're looking for, and you brought a friend. Careful not to
Stop right there.
Expelliarmus.
There's a lot going on here.
You won't get away with that.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
None of them had shields. None of them could do Protego.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was... And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Also, if thing comes back looking for
Should
it,
we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
I
It
would
would be
expect
foolish
so.
not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Revelio.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Alright, I don't have any auto-selected quests. Means I probably don't have a major, no. Okay, so we've got all the stuff that we have to do and nothing else major. Alright, well. Let's acquire. I don't know where it's wanting me to go. I'm there and it wants me to go. No, I'm there. It wants me to go here. It stops there, okay.
Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Places.
That it? Okay, those guys were actually weak.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Something else nearby, but I'm not sure where it is. Might be in a cave underneath me, if I had to guess.
Glacius. Everything's all right now.
Giant purple toad. What is this place, though?
This place has seen better days.
Okay.
Nuisance when supplies run low, though. Always makes me nervous when the stocks aren't brilliant.
I've robbed every traveling vendor that passed through here. They perhaps.
Confringo.
Hang on!
You're no match for me.
Learned that in first year, did ya?
Don't actually want to deal with those guys.
Potato. Confringo.
I love that one. And we're out. Where are we going now? Top. Well, that's way down there. I'm guessing I flew there last time because I don't have those active. I'm already on the room, so might as well fly this time.
So, the hunt begins.
Why do I not target these guys? Had it targeted, and then I stopped targeting it. Why the one that's moving around? Why not the one that's
No, you
frozen?
don't. Assignment's all finished. Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius!
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you...
Revelio.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
We got a bunch of things to do again. Let's see. I don't think I actually wanted the map. Maybe. Okay, I need to let's put the beasts in here. Only have 4 types of animals, and even though there's plenty of room in the grass area, it would seem better for certain things. Your claw takes a long time to eat. Here, what else do we have? I'm not supposed to be attending class. Why is she here? And I can't even speak to her. Alright, now I can start class.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
Sure.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Exploding charm.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Where are you? What are you?
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
I was wondering what inspired your interest in magical beasts.
Are you considering some sort of profession in the field?
I haven't decided quite yet, but I do find magical beasts fascinating.
You do seem to engage well with the beasts in class. I believe that when choosing a path, particularly of a scholarly nature, one must take into account both one's enthusiasm for a particular subject, as well as how one may best serve the students to whom one is obligated to both inspire and teach.
Of course, Professor. When did your path become clear?
I recall it quite vividly. It was the summer between my 6th and 7th years. I read in the Prophet about a wizard who'd been selling alchemy eggs and disappeared in the mountains near my home. I knew of the alchemy, of course, from my studies, but they are native to lands east of here, such as India. I wondered if it was possible that an alchemy could be so nearby. Hence, I went to find it.
What type of beast is an alchemy?
It is a spectacular beast. A feathered, winged serpent-like creature that can grow or shrink to fit a particular space. Its eggs are made of pure silver, hence the desire to trade in them.
Seems quite a challenge finding an alchemy in the mountains.
It was. After a few days, during which my parents grew increasingly annoyed at my absence, I found what little remained of the wizard egg trader. He was near a tree hollow. And there, inside, was a nest with 7 silver alchemy eggs.
What did you do with them?
Nothing. Beasts are to be valued for what they can provide for wizard kind. Protective clothing, potion ingredients, even wand cores. Only poachers see the value in ending a beast's life for galleons. I left the eggs alone. I hid. And moments later, the beast flew right over my head. Breathtaking. She then seemed to all but disappear as she shrunk to fit into the hollow.
That sounds incredible.
Indeed. I knew in that moment that I needed to understand all that I could about beasts and ensure that wizard kind learned to benefit properly from them. Now, I trust that I have answered your question. You would do well to continue your study of beasts, regardless of your chosen path. Beasts and all that they provide will vastly improve your life, and perhaps one day even save it.
I shall remember that, Professor. Thank you.
Where to next? I think I'm more interested in the dragon stuff right now. Where? Yeah.
On another adventure, are we?
Inside this building, right? Yeah.
None too pleased. Seems he's been burgled.
Hello, Serona. You were hoping I'd check on a friend of yours, weren't you?
Yes, my friend Dorothy Sprottle. Her husband...
Right. And best for her. Haven't done that yet. And then you are over here.
Over here.
Just
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no
available.
business in Hogsmeade.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
That's it. Okay, that was quick. We've got a couple of the quests. I think are just finished by talking to somebody, right? Yeah. Just return those by right there. Oh, so I go the right way.
You can stop a thief in there.
Saccharissa, I found the tubers you needed.
Splendid. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. May I have them?
Of course. Happy to have found them for you.
Thank you. And your payment, of course. Now I can begin perfecting my potion to save our poor pimply peers. Don't know who should be more grateful, I or our unsightly spotty classmates. One day the wizarding world will know my name, and you will have been a small part of it.
This is mostly just starting a quest.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Okay, we've started a quest and completed, well, kind of completed. We have to go back to what's her face. Who are we supposed to talk to? It's not gonna tell me, is it? Oh, it is. That's talking to... Well, let's go into the cave. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? No, that's going into the cave. Okay, that's... okay. Well, that, I think, is how we're going to end this one. We made it here till the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.